Hello, I'm Zoe and this is my first video, so I'm very nervous. I want to talk about death and grief and losing my best friend Becky. Um, so yeah, I want to do this to help others who have gone through the same kind of thing, who have felt lost, alone, um, and that they're never gonna come out of it or feel better. So how many years ago? It was 13 years ago, 2 days ago, on the 23rd of June, that I lost my best friend Becky. She had an epileptic seizure while she was in bed, and she bit her tongue and blocked the airways. Um, there was assistance. She was found by her flatmate, and by the time they got to her, she would have been brain dead, and then she passed away shortly after. When I was told by one of my friends, I didn't believe her, so I guess you call that denial. I really didn't believe it was true. It felt like I was in a film. It was so surreal. People that have lost someone, when it's such a big shock, you might be able to relate, because we were both 27 at the time, and I had to see her in the chapel of rest to believe that she wasn't here anymore, that it wasn't a joke, like a horrible joke. So me and a few friends, we did go to see her together, and she was dead. It was the most surreal experience probably of my life so far, because I had never seen, and to this day after, haven't seen a dead body in person. I thought at any moment she might come to life, that it was a joke, they'd go, haha, like, just kidding, not really. But unfortunately that didn't happen. We touched her, she was so cold, it was just so weird. Her makeup, she would have hated it. At the time I was working doing makeup as my job, makeovers on people, and she would have hated how they did her makeup. I kind of wished I'd put myself, I couldn't have done it, it would have been too hard, but yeah, she wouldn't have liked it. She probably would be still laughing about it now. But yeah, we had a good support network around us, lots of friends. She, although very cliche, she was the life and soul of the party. She brought so much light to everyone. She was always doing fancy dress for her birthdays and occasions. She would just be so lovely to everyone. She was always laughing, singing, dancing, and she brought that side out in me as well. She was just so much fun to be around. We would have sleepovers and watch Rocky Horror Picture Show, and both dress up and dance and sing. So much animation and fun. We just always laughed when we were together. So when she died, it felt like a part of me died, and it was just, it's just so horrible. I can't. It's so hard to describe unless you've gone through it. And it's different. It's different with someone who is younger. It's just harder. It feels like it's unfair. And when it's someone like, I've lost my nan and my granddad, you kind of think, oh, they've had their time, they've had a good life. But with someone who is young, you think they've got so much life ahead of them. Why them? Why did they have to go? All of these questions come into your mind, and it's really, really hard. And then some people around you don't know what to say. So some people might distance themselves because of how you are. You're just so upset. Luckily for me at the time, I had a 1-year-old son. So I, although it's good to grieve, I couldn't properly grieve full on, like with looking after him. So in a way, it was like a distraction, but a good distraction, because it allowed me to have something to focus on and still carry on day-to-day life. So for anyone who's lost someone and you're a parent, it can be a blessing in disguise, if you like. After she passed away, I was hoping that she would visit me, because I'd had a couple of encounters with ghosts when I was younger. So I've always been very open-minded and spiritual from a young age. I had my first tarot deck when I was 12. I used to do spells. Um, but I didn't feel her, I didn't feel anything. I would hope for things and nothing happened. Um, and I was really disappointed, actually. I thought, oh, she's just gone. She's just gone. That's really hard to deal with. So she had just finished her degree and she was doing her GCSEs so she could become a teacher. And she was waiting, I think, for her results for her GCSEs. And then she died. Um, and yeah, from her dying though, it inspired me to do a degree. So I did a degree in psychology, passed it with a 2-1, which is like a merit, not distinction. I did that whilst having one child, and then I had my second child in my second year, so I had to do my exams whilst having a baby and a 6-year-old. But Becky inspired me to work hard and strive for something better, because at the time, obviously I was working in makeup on a shop floor. I didn't want to become an area manager because I thought that would mean travelling around and not seeing my children as much. So yeah, I went to uni and then did a master's degree in forensic IT. So yeah, I've gone all around the houses doing different courses and things like that, but always using my logical mind to make decisions. And I don't know where or why. There's been many reasons along the way where I've shut down my intuition. But for the last year, I've been opening up again to spirituality, and I started, with the meditation, trying to be mindful, slow down, be present, these kind of things, which has all helped tremendously, because when you shush the noise and actually, just take in what's around you, like being outside in nature, listening to the birds, noticing the trees, the wind, it swaying, those kind of things, you start to feel a bit more at peace. So I really recommend that. That really helps. One thing that also helped me, last year I came across another YouTube channel, which is Marie Manucherry. She is an energy intuitive and amazing. I've learned so much from her. I've got her book, Energy Medicine, and she explains death in such a great way. So if you want to find out more about her, go over to her channel and watch some of her videos, because she explains death in a way that kind of then opened my eyes and then didn't make me feel it was the end. They choose when they want to go. It's their decision. You have like 5 exit points when you come here, and obviously she chose that. And I know I'll see her again when it's my time. But in the meantime, you don't have to just wait for that to communicate. You can notice it. You have to get quiet. You have to ground yourself. You have to be open. And you have to be in the frequency of joy or something that makes you excited. If you're in a period of your lowest low and your grief, you'll probably find it a lot harder to notice the signs. And I couldn't for years and years and years. Now I notice, so it can be anything, and like you're having a thought about them and then a bird just flies past you, or a butterfly lands on your arm, or a pigeon lands on your fence, or you see the number 1111, these kind of things. And the more you notice them, the more they happen. Yeah, and it's a magical experience, it's a magical journey, and it's knowing that they are there. And if you can do those things like quiet the mind, be present, find the joy in something, anything, whether it is nature. For me, that's something that really helps me. And getting grounded, then you will start to notice it isn't the end. There is another side, and you will meet your loved ones again one day. And if you ask to communicate and be open, you will start to notice. So you can always speak to them out loud, or you can speak to them in your head. And one thing with this channel, what I want to do is like teach you things that have helped me. I'm open to all different spiritual modalities. It interests me and piques me and makes me really excited. Some of the things, obviously I said I bought tarot when I was 12 and had spell books, so I've always been into like ritual type of things. Meditation is the best thing because it's learning how to quiet the mind and focus. Moving your body, getting out in nature, even if it's just a walk. If you can't walk, you know, still getting out in nature. I have bought many oracle decks. If anyone has any suggestions, please suggest and I'll probably buy them and show them. But yeah, I want this to be an open forum. Anyone that has any of their experiences that want to share, let's help each other. I'd love to build a community where people are helping each other, learning from each other. That's where I find my passion is, in learning and sharing. So that's why I wanted to start this. I have bought like the I Ching, which is a really good divination tool. I have bought dowsing rods, runes, yes, so all sorts of things. So it's just about being curious, finding what sparks your joy, practicing, but you can communicate. So if you want to be able to communicate with a loved one, you could use a pendulum. So you could ask it, if show me the direction for yes, and it could show you the direction for no, and now can you show me the direction for no, and you'll find it goes round. So that's my no, and my yes is back and forward. So you could ask a question. Do I have a loved one with me here? You can see it's a no. Do I have an archangel with me? One that I've communicated with a lot is Metatron. Do I have Metatron with me? Thank you, I appreciate this. So yeah, you just ask questions. I won't carry on because I'll do that in another video. There is the dowsing rods, like I said, but again, that's the same, like yes and no. You can do a question with your oracle or tarot deck and then, you know, see what comes out. But yeah, I just wanted to introduce me. I'm Zoe, if I didn't say already, and I really want to help others who are also on like a bit of a journey, don't quite not know where to go, feeling a bit lost, and want support and community. Because yeah, I think things are changing, and the more we open our mind and share, the more we can help others, and it's about passing it forward. So thank you for listening today. I appreciate any comments, and I'll try and reply. But yeah, take care, have a good day.